Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're returning today, my name is Beth-Ann and I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so very much for clicking on this video. Here I create content that is geared towards helping you become the woman that God has created you to be. And that is the theme of videos that I normally do. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a little bit of some YouTube talk. As you guys know, if you've been following my journey, I've said before that I started YouTube on December 8th or 4th of 2023. That's when I uploaded my first YouTube video. And it has been a journey ever since. It has been an interesting journey ever since. And I want to share with you how YouTube has changed my life, the pros and cons of starting a YouTube channel if it is that you're interested. I know these videos have been very helpful because they have been helpful to me, and I know that this video will be helpful to you. If it is that you're interested in starting a YouTube channel and you're wondering, should I do it? Should I not do it? You know, what's the decision that I should make? So I'm going to be sharing with you 3 pros and 3 cons of starting a YouTube channel, things that I have experienced. I'm going to be speaking solely from experience, not the things that other persons are probably saying or the generated answers of this thing. I'm literally going to be talking from experience, and I'm going to be as real as I can be with you, because I've found out in life that the truth is really the only thing that helps people. Right? So I'm not going to make up anything to tell you. I'm going to tell you the truth of my experience, and you can take that information and do as you please with it. If it helps you, you can go ahead and start. If you think that you shouldn't, then don't. Right? So I'm going to be sharing that with you. So as I said, I started my YouTube journey in December of 2023, and it has been a good journey ever since, and I'm still under my 100 videos. I haven't put out 100 videos as yet, but I'm close. I believe I'm close. I think I'm in the 80 region or so, and I have been doing my part to ensure that I grow and ensure that I pay honor and commitment and loyalty to the persons who have subscribed to this channel. YouTube has impacted my life in so many different ways. I have realized that it has caused me to be more accountable when it comes on to a commitment, not just with my husband keeping me accountable, but also the subscribers that I have gained on this channel. And may I say, I love and I pray for every single one of you. I'm so blessed to have persons that have willingly put their trust in me and in the vision that I have for this channel and in what I'm doing here, and I'm just so grateful, and I could not say thank you enough. And I pray that the Lord blesses you so much and in so many different ways as you need in your life. Right? So it has allowed me to be accountable to a group of people. It has allowed me to work on my communication skills and all of those things. I don't want to get into too many things because I have the pros and cons right here. But it has afforded me the privilege of sharing my voice, of sharing that which the Lord has placed on the inside of me with the world, and not just persons that I interact with on a day-to-day basis. But I believe that this has been something that would have pushed me further into my destiny, further into what the Lord has called me to do. Because one, I know that the gift of teaching is on my life. I know that the Lord has given me the gift of wisdom. And by doing this, by doing YouTube, I'm able to flow in that gifting to teach on various things, to share on various things, and to pour out to bless other persons, based on whatever topic it is that the Lord lays on my heart, or whatever is asked or requested by my subscribers. So YouTube has really helped me as a believer, right, to flow in the gifts that the Lord has given unto me, and I'm so grateful for that. And I it took a lot to get here. It took a lot of faith, and it took a lot of courage and boldness to get here. It's not an easy thing to just pick up a camera and say, okay, I'm going to put my face on the World Wide Web. It's not a very easy thing to do, and it takes a lot of gut, and it takes a lot of courage, and it takes some level of, okay, I'm doing this in faith. I'm not going to say delusion, I'm going to say faith, but it takes some level of, I'm doing this as if I'm already the person. Because when I started YouTube, I had to have this mindset that, listen, I'm a YouTuber now, right? I'm a YouTuber now, so this is a real thing for me. This is a real thing for me. And in all honesty, yes, I'm very much aware. And if you're here for the money talk, you're not going to get it because I'm not monetized as yet. I still need some watch hours to be monetized. And I'm going to touch on that right now to say that even though monetization may come, that's not my goal right now. My goal is just to inspire. My goal is just to impact. And you see, that's the thing when it comes on to purpose and flowing in what God has you to do. When you're just obedient, obedience will bring blessings in its own time. You can't force the blessings when you need to be obedient in this moment. You can't force the blessings when you need to be committed or dedicated in this moment. So right now, my goal and my aim is just to remain focused, to remain committed, to remain dedicated to the cause, dedicated to this. And whatever happens in the end, it happens. However the Lord sees to reward me, that is fine. I just want to impact the lives. I just want to get the message out there. I don't want it to be that when the Lord returns and he asks, Beth-Ann, what have you done for my kingdom? What happened to the voice that I gave you? What happened to the words of wisdom that I gave you? Why didn't you do something with it? I don't want to be found wanting. So I'm just focused on pushing the gospel message, pushing the message of Jesus Christ, pushing principles, things, topics in the Bible, things that persons don't think about. I'm just focused on getting that out there to the masses so that persons can be inspired and persons can really live the life of abundance that God has called them to live. That is what I'm focused on. And that's what I'm focused about. And I'm more so focused on helping women, young women, to grow and become the woman that God has created them to be. I see so many women living lives that are just so under, they're robbing themselves. They live lives that are just so under the purpose and under the destiny that God has for them, and it hurts my heart. And I know that for some of them, if they could just hear a word of encouragement, if they could just hear some direction, their lives would change for the better. I apologize about the lighting. I realize that it's changing. I don't have any additional light. As you can see, I'm literally sitting in my car. So, right. So, let's get into the pros and cons at this time. I know my little chat was right, but I hope it helped. So, let's get into the pros and cons of this journey, starting YouTube. Number one, the pros, as I've been saying earlier, purpose. It allows you to get in touch with purpose. If you have the calling of teaching on your life, if you inspire persons, if you motivate people, if you're very good with those things, with communication, all of those things, this may be the path that you may want to take. Yes, like I said, it would take a lot of courage and boldness, but fear is not an answer to tell you, like, don't do it. Fear is not reason enough for you to not start a YouTube channel. You have to push out and you have to get out there. You have to put yourself out there. You just have to do it. So number one, it allows you to get in touch with purpose depending on the call on your life, right? Depending on that. Number two, it helps you to develop your communicative skills, your creative skills. I have learned so much just by editing my own videos. I've learned so much with video editing. I've learned so much about graphic designing. I was already into those things prior to starting YouTube, but being a part of this journey, it has allowed me to sharpen my skills on graphic designing, on creating thumbnails or video editing. It has really helped me to do that, and I'm so grateful because chances are I probably would not have come across these things if I was just living day to day. I would not have. But now I have reason to indulge myself into that market, to indulge myself into understanding those things and how I can do it for myself. So I have grown in that area. It has also helped me with my communication. This is literally public speaking. I'm literally doing public speaking because I am putting out videos on top of videos. And as you can see, I try not to edit my videos too much because I want to work on communication. I want to work on getting out those fillers, the arms and the and the right. I don't know if you realize, but I think I say the word right a lot. So I say right. Yeah, I say that a lot. And I've been working on getting those words out of my vocabulary because filler words are not necessarily needed in public speaking. They're not needed. In everyday talk, yes, maybe, but in public speaking, they're not needed. So YouTube has helped me to develop my communicative skills, and I'm grateful for that. On to number three, It allows you to connect with persons across the world. And I think that is so amazing. I interact with my subscribers by putting out videos, by commenting, by replying to their comments, by doing those things. And I just said right. And I think that's such a blessing. Based on this platform, you're able to reach the hearts of others across the world and reach them with a positive message, reach them with a godly message. And I could not think of anything that is more delightful than literally just doing. This is a way of going into all the world and preaching the gospel. This is a way that you can go into the world, penetrate the world with the truth of Jesus Christ, with the blessings of the Lord, with videos that can encourage and uplift and help and build up other persons. This is a way that you can do it. So if you have a passion for that, if you want to impact persons, YouTube is the place that you belong. And don't think that, let me pause right here to say, don't think that the market is saturated. Do not think that the market is saturated. It is not. There is room for you. Listen, if Mr. Beast has over 300 million subscribers, right? And you have other persons that have 3 million, that have 1 million, you have other persons that have 9 million subscribers, and yet you have persons who have just started YouTube and they hit their 100K mark, right? That literally goes to tell you that persons, there's a niche for you, there's a community for you. There are persons who will listen to you, there are persons who will hear your voice, there are persons who will connect with you. The market is not saturated. You can still start a YouTube channel in 2024. You can start a YouTube channel in 2025, in 2026. It does not matter. Your goal is different, and the voice that God has given you is geared to reach a certain amount of persons. Persons will find you. There are persons who are connected to your destiny. Persons will find you. So don't worry about the market being saturated, right? Just focus on the fact that this allows you to connect with people across the world. On to the cons now. So what are some things that they may be a little discouraging to start in YouTube, but once again, they're not reason enough for you not to start. They're not reason enough for you not to start. So number one, consistency is everything. And you'll be like, okay, Beth-Ann, how is that a con? Let me tell you why it's a con. Because it means that your success on YouTube is literally dependent on your consistency. And I can even say commitment to this thing. I can literally, when I look at my YouTube analytics, when I don't post a video, I don't get any views like that. I don't get any shares or likes like that because I'm not being consistent. I'm not being consistent. However, when I'm consistent, the views grow, the subscription grows, I get more interaction, this, that, and the like. So your consistency is important. And that literally pulls on the discipline in you because you have to do what you need to do to be consistent, to be determined, to ensure that, listen, I'm pushing out this video, I'm doing this, I'm putting in the work so that I can get the results. So this thing is not a haphazard thing. And yes, you have some overnight viral persons who blow up, and that is fine, that is okay, but that's like a 1% thing. That does not happen to everybody. That does not happen to everybody. So you have to be mindful that you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent to see growth, to see development, to see any type of change on your channel. Number two, one of the cons is that you open up yourself to be judged or disliked by other persons. So not only do you connect with persons across the globe, but you open up yourself to be disrespected, disliked, judged by persons. And you have to get yourself ready for that because it will come. Not everybody will like the message that you're preaching. Not everybody will like the videos that you're posting. Not everybody will think you're their cup of tea. And that is okay. That is okay. I can't recall really ever getting hate on my channel, and mark you, I'm grateful for that. But if hate does come, it's just a building stepping stone for me. It's just a building block for me. I can't allow a few hate comments to allow me to shut down and not do what the Lord has placed in my heart to do. So if it is that you want to start a YouTube channel, get your mind ready and prepared for hate, because it will come. It will come. But you have to understand that you've put yourself in that position for persons across the world to judge you, to say certain things about your videos. And sometimes it's not even anything from a bad place. Sometimes it's just how persons are. Some people are very blunt. Some people are just very, like, to the point, like they don't care about certain things. They'll just talk their mind. So even after I post this video, I don't know what the comments will look like, but I'm open to receiving anything, really, to receiving anything that persons may say, because I know that I have put myself in that position. Because somebody might come and say, "Oh my gosh, why is she filming in her car? Like, she's always filming in her car." But they don't know the dynamics that I am working with behind the scenes. They don't know my plans for the future. They don't know certain things. So you have to be open and ready for those comments when they come. But you have to stand firm on what you're called to do, on your commitment to this thing, and the message that God has given you to put out. And number 3, one of the cons, and this is probably one of the realest things, is that your pace of success, your journey to success, right, is not always reflective of your sacrifice. So I have pushed out videos consistently for some time. I know I fell off a bit in September, August, September. No, not really August, but September. And for like 2 weeks, 2 weeks and some days, right? But before that, I have been pretty consistent, right? However, I have just crossed the 1K mark, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful. But somebody may say, "Beth-Ann, you're being so consistent. I think your growth should be more." And you have somebody that probably has like 10 videos, but they have reached to 5K subscribers, right? So one of the down things is understanding that your pace of success and the pace that your journey takes is not always reflective of your sacrifice. You could be putting in a lot of sacrifice and there is no growth or no evidence of growth on your channel. And that's something you have to come to terms with. That's something you have to be comfortable with. But you can't allow that to deter you or allow you to not continue to put in the work. You still have to put in the work even if you don't see any growth on your channel like that. I know persons who have been on YouTube even before I came on YouTube, and I'm talking about persons that I know, and they have over 100 videos and they're posting consistently, and some of them don't have 500 subscribers as yet. Some of them don't have 1,000 subscribers as yet, right? So everybody's journey is different, and that comes as a con because it may take a toll on your commitment and on your dedication and on your motivation, but you have to push through all of that, understanding that, listen, everybody's journey is different. You just have to stay true to your journey. You just have to stay true to your journey. So I shared 3 pros, 3 cons, and I hope that helped. Later on, I'm going to do a video on how to be successful on YouTube, or how to get to your first 1K subscribers. I'm going to share with you everything that I did that got me to 1K in the time span that I wanted to get to 1K. I wanted to get to 1K for my birthday in May this year, but I crossed the 1K mark in June, so it wasn't far off. It wasn't far off, but I was literally very intentional about the things that I was doing to push my videos out there so that I could have crossed the 1K mark. So I'm going to share that with you in a video sometime from now, how I made it to 1K, how to get your first 1K subscribers from 0 to 1K in a matter of months, right? I'm going to share those tips with you in another video, but I hope that these points helped and they gave you some clarity if it is that you're wondering if you should start a YouTube channel or if you shouldn't start a YouTube channel. All right, so thank you so very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next upload. Take care of yourselves. Bye.